coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Rosen off the play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, Rosen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finds his tight end, Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
They'll run with Barkley, and he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left to Barkley on the check down. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action here with Rosen. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They go play action. It's Rosen. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's Tony. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's the former Lion, Kenny Golladay. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Steps away. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Gano's kick is good. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first carry for Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 30 on second down. Rosen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Rosen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Julian Love picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Quickly to Hockenson. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Rosen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Rosen. It's brought in by Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rosen's throw taken in by Hockenson here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on second down. Rosen. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. But he's got his target, Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And he's going to take it in for a line touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Julian Love.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Rosen to throw again. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one